My peeps, my peoples, we is in the building, peep squad. How y'all feeling today? What is going on? Hello, McNeil. How you doing? What's up, Alan? I hope you guys are having a happy Sunday. Let's get into it, baby. Hey, what's up, Tawanda? How you doing? What's good with you? Happy to see you too. It's Sunday, baby. So let's get into it. Let's talk about love and marriage in Huntsville. Like, what is going on in this situation? There's a whole lot going on. As you guys know, when it comes to Ariane, she's out here in these streets and she is with, her baby daddy, which is Martell, so they was out here at a club. They was at a concert. She was eating, baby. It looked like they might have been in VIP or something of that nature. And they was listening to T.I. He was all, you're going to see, if we get to that part of the video, you're going to see his arms around her, shaking his arm. He's singing a song, basically saying that he's having fun and he's living it up, baby. Okay, do what you do. It's your life, baby. But in any event, I would say last week, Melody was on Instagram and she was telling people that she just met T.I., the rapper, and he's her favorite rapper. And she said when she met him, she said some things to him. I don't remember what she said to him, but in any event, she was just talking about, T.I., and she was talking about how much she loved him and she finally got a chance to meet him and everything. And then boom, bada bing, we get a video of Ariane over here with Martell at, T.I.'s concert. Like, what's going on? What is the obsession in this situation? There's a whole lot happening. There's a whole lot going on. But you guys tell me how you feel about that situation. And also, in the midst of the episode, you have, Martell basically saying he's making this wine because him and Melody used to drink this wine, baby. And, it tastes so good and everything that he wanted to make this wine because every time he went to the liquor store to get it, it wasn't available. Like, baby, ain't you dating another woman? Why are you on national TV talking about your ex-wife, your kid's mother, talking about you guys had some good times with this wine? The wine tastes so good. It's all sold out. Like, basically, did Melody pick out that wine and it encouraged you? I'm a try to use her name to help sell this wine. And you have, his new baby mama. She's out. You guys call her coleslaw and everything, but she's out here in these streets, and it seems like she's having a good time with the situation. But how does she feel? She's dating you, she's with you, and you yet on TV saying all this and that, but she probably already knows, what's good with the situation. She don't care as long as she got a man, because she ain't trying to be a single mother, because she know right now it's difficult for Melody, but Melody is doing it. But in any event, like, yes, you was messing with a married man, and it end up most of that end up breaking up their marriage, and now you with him. Do you think you're gonna have a better time in the situation? Do you think you're gonna win in the situation? Do you think you got a prize? Do you think you got something to look up to? If you do, baby girl, do your thing. But what goes around comes around. And at the point, Miss Coleslaw out here in these streets, she need the money to support. And basically, we can't really say that Martell is a bad father. He's a dirty father, anything of that nature. So she's milking it as much as she can get, because if she's not connected to the situation, she don't talk about the situation, then she won't be thought of. But the only problem is that on Love and Marriage Huntsville, all they do is talk about her. Like, every conversation has to do with something that she said, something that she brought up, something that she did here, and she put it out here, she put that out, and all that other good stuff. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, should she be added to the show? Do y'all think Coleslaw should come to the show? Do y'all think she should be in the show? She's already dating. She's dating a cast member that is one of the main cast members. You know what I mean? And the storyline be focused on him and all the storylines. And she's with him. Should she be on the show? Or should they keep her off the show? Because we know allegedly, Mel said if she comes up on the show that she's gonna leave. But it's just like, and then also when it comes to Martell, said he made the big point, I gave Mel, ahead of time, I gave her so much information, about this book signing, and look how she stood me up trying to act like the poor pathetic father that's just trying to, be with his kids and everything, but he had the kids the week before. Then on top of that, he's gonna call at the last minute. Then he's gonna be talking about getting the girl's hair done and this and all that other stuff. He didn't have nothing put together. If he wanted them kids for the weekend, he should have sat down, or he should have called her and said, how can I make this happen? Maybe they could be at the book signing for a little bit, then boom, bada bing, I'll bring the kids down there, to with your mother and everything, to see their grandmother. And plus, Mel, lost two family members, not at the same time, but she's attending a funeral and she's giving that support. So you know what I mean? And you want to bring the kids around that situation, because sometimes you don't see your aunties, your uncles, and your cousins all the time. But in any event, it's like he wanted to point out, look how she's keeping me from my kids, look what she's doing to me. It's just like, would you stop playing pathetic and just live your life like you're out here living with coleslaw at the T.I. concert, knowing that Melanie was out here last week saying that's her favorite artist, and you already know that that's probably her favorite artist because you was married to her for years. Okay, you know who she is, you know who she be. It's like you're constantly poking and trying to get under her skin. You messed up the situation. What you should do is have some humble pie and just be humble, keep your mouth closed, because you was having an affair with this girl for years. And then on top of that, now you're trying to flaunt her when you try to act like you don't really like it, ain't really like that. Oh yes, I do like her. I don't know, I would have married her first. All these type of shots that are hurting your kids as well. But yet you want to point out that she's depriving you of your kids. But that was the weekend that she was supposed to have the kids. But when it comes to Martell, he did say, in the court paperwork, it says that you can make, different arrangements, something very important. But in any event, he be doing way too much, y'all. When I say way too much, he be doing way too much. How y'all doing? What's up, Miss T? It's for the clout, baby. Ain't nothing but the clout. Ariane is too happy with Martell. I'm guessing she won a prize outside of the Cracker Jack box. Baby, she got her a nice little tattoo. She got her a nice little sticker, baby. She might even got lucky and got some 3D glasses out here in these streets. So we shall see. Yes, that's true, Miss T. I was supposed to put her on the show if he wanted to. Well, they're saying that he can't put her on the show because Mel would leave. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Like... Get her. Oh, she said let her get. G said let her get her own show, baby. Y'all are too much. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Majesty? What's going on? I can't do that without the whole cast agreeing. It doesn't matter if he's executive producer because Mel has the same title. Okay, I see what you're saying, but I'm just saying, like, they talk about this girl so much, and she's out here. She want to be talked about. She's doing interviews. She's on Instagram right up after the show. She wanted to be known that she got this man. Like, girl, I would be keeping all that a secret. I'll be making sure the other side of me is available, because this man the way that his wife, had to move on, you're probably going to have to move on just like that. So hopefully you stacking your ducats. Hopefully he's investing money in you and giving you money and helping you to build whatever you need to build. Just don't be no sideshow Bob. But in any event, since she is messing with him and she broke up one of the main marriages on the show, but it's not just her, Martell has something to do with it as well, because he was a part of the problem. He was a part of the cheating. They could have went on playing like nothing happened, but he wanted to go all the way out there and beyond. And then he want to be shady with it. He want to be shitty with it. It's like, Lord have mercy. Like, he got a whole lot of nerves. Like, damn, Melanie, did you know what kind of man that you married? This mother sucker is out here trying to do everything to try to bring you down, knowing that you are the mother of his kids, baby, and it hurts the kids as well. Like, he feeds into everything. He just want to be a part of something. It's like he's so negative. It's like, dude, you messed up. Dude, you did this. If your actions after getting caught cheating and letting everything hang out, and if you had actions of somebody that was sorry about the situation, and then on top of that try to make the transition easy as much as you can. Make it easy, because Mel was trying to go to counseling with your ass. You thought you was too good for counseling. You thought you knew more than all the counselors, and then you think that this is a better idea instead of going to counseling, family counseling, children counseling together, child psychiatrists and everything, because this shit is all on TV, and your kids want to be a part of mainstream, and then you got them writing a book, so people gonna ask them questions and look up their information and see the skeletons that father has been doing. Yeah, Mel got a skeleton, but it's just like, yo, he be doing way too much. So it just be way too much in this situation. Like, Lord have mercy. Like, when he gonna stop? If he would just let it be, just move on from trying to get Mel back, trying to, make Mel upset, if he would just move on and basically just be mature about the situation. I messed up. I lost it. Yeah, she didn't want to help me building, because I just got caught cheating, and I was cheating with this woman for years. Now it makes her look bad. The brand and the things that you guys talked about building and having together, you just threw that all away for a piece of ass. You threw that all away for a good conversation. You threw all that away for for a woman that you really didn't know. Like, you didn't even think about your kids, how would it affect them. All your kids have to change, their living lifestyles. They did, but they're flourishing and the change. But you did all this behind some ass. Like, doesn't make any sense. Like, how logical is that? How business wise is that? How smart is that? As just an individual, just as a human being, you claim to be intelligent, you claim to be smart, but just because you wanted to be selfish and have your happiness and have your cake and eat it too, you brung down your kids in this situation and your wife. Like, what does that say about you as a person, as a man? How can you be trusted? And then your actions behind getting caught and it all be out in the open is just even more immature. How can you be a role model? How can anybody pay attention to what you say when your life is in shambles and you living like you 19 years old out here at the TI concert with a chick that you chose to cause your marriage to end when you're on TV? And now you think you're going to make some big old money behind this situation? People looking at you and laughing like, look at this man. Like, this is ridiculous. Shame on him. Shame on him, because Melody is a good woman, and she's taking care of them kids without any help by herself. She proved to the world that she can do it. And most of all, she proved it to you, and you don't even know what to do. Let me stop. I'm talking so much shit. Let me get into the show. He just pissed me off with that video, y'all. I mean, like, when I seen the video, he was just, and the poor girl, she thinks she really got a prize, but how is you gonna end up just like Melody, or probably even worse, especially if you ain't building up your brand, especially if you don't got, a manufacturing company, especially if you don't separate yourself from this messy situation. Like, how serious are you going to be taken? Yes, people come and they check you out on Instagram, get some tea, get some information. Some of them are buying your products, but at the same time, you think you winning at the situation. I know it feels good. I took her man. I'm all that. I broke up that marriage. He wants me. He's with me. He's chilling with me. He's having fun with me. But maybe if he took that time to take his ex-wife, Melanie, out to a TI concert, maybe they will have a better marriage. Instead of sitting outside of a barbecue with some girl he don't even know, he could have been taking her to a TI concert, knowing that that's her favorite artist, and you ain't never took her to go see TI. Like, come on, this man is all about his damn self, and he don't look good in the situation, and the kids are gonna realize that, and he's gonna think it's Melody's fault. It's the TV show fault, because nothing is his fault. Nothing is his fault. It's like, Lord have mercy, y'all. I wasn't even supposed to be talking about this guy, but he really just got, when I put the video together, he just got under my skin with this video. Like, this is just ridiculous. And then you see the way people are asking Mel every day, you got a man, who you sleeping with? She goes, that's the farthest thing from my mind right now. Oh, you're gonna have another baby. Why would she want to have another baby right now? She just, her whole life changed. And it's like, she's doing the proper things that, that we would say a ex-wife should do. This man is out here doing everything, trying to get something. But you watch, Mel's going to have the love that she desires. And she's doing everything that she's supposed to, even if she don't want to. She ain't putting her shit out here. She ain't doing that wild, crazy stuff, trying to, improvise for being divorced or being a single mom. She ain't even doing that. You doing everything. You need counseling and you need therapy, and you should go immediately, because you're not just affecting Mel, you're affecting your kids as well. And your behavior is being documented online when your kids are old enough to be out here searching and seeing. Like, how is that cool? That don't look cool. My daddy with this young chick that separated our family, where I can't see my dad every day. My dad is not in the house, and this is a woman he's on IG Live with acting a fool. Then he's on TV acting a fool. Like, he be doing way too much. Like, Lord have mercy, help me, Jesus. But like, this man, like, I don't know, like, what's going on with Martell, but he be doing way too much. But in any event, let's get down to the show. Let's talk about, Marceau and, Maurice, or whatever the case may be. Like, Maurice is sitting there confronting his brother, and this is his baby brother. I would think, Maurice, you need to stand up a little bit much. You need to put some bass in your voice. You need to act like, yo, dude, you're causing strife in my home and making things difficult, making me look bad. I don't give a freak if you are my brother or not. But yeah, I lied it to the public because I didn't want the public to know, but the rest of y'all mother effers on stage knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, put some bass in your voice. You're the older brother. Why are you acting like a sucker? Like, I just can't get it. And then and Marceau, and he's all in his glory. Like, basically, dude, you lied out here in these streets. You the one lied. You the one told a fairy tale. You the one tried to save yourself. It wouldn't be so bad if you would have told the truth the first time. I would have been like, you know what? Listen here, little mother. Let me, yeah, I would have grabbed. Like, listen here, bro. I'm tired of your shit. Stop with the shenanigans. Brother, how do the baby brother look like the older brother? That's what I was saying. I thought Marceau looks so old. I really thought Maurice was the younger brother. He looks young. He looks at least 7 years younger than his brother. Like, Marceau, why you look so old? Because you be lying and ducking and dodging the truth all the time. Is that why you look so old, baby? You got to use all them spirits all over the place, baby. Like, what's going on? Mel is too busy having messy sleepovers. Lord have mercy. What's up, Diane? What's up, Murphy? How you doing? What's going on? What's going on, Ben? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Hey, Tamika. What's good? Hey, Sandra. What's going on? How you doing? So yeah, that's a whole lot going on. So they're having this conversation. As you guys know, when it comes to, Marceau, he's going to do whatever he want to do. And basically he's telling his brother to kiss his ass. You shouldn't have lied in the first place. And he was like, well, I'll apologize to Kimmy, but I ain't apologizing to you. I was like, damn. Yo, why is Marceau checking you like that? Maurice, why is he checking you like that? You're supposed to be defending Kimmy's honor and saying, like, you causing strife in my marriage, and he don't even care. You know what I mean? And then Maurice was like, well, what about your wife? Tasha, she might not be all right with the situation. You cause her issues. He said Tasha's all right. I was like, what? And damn well, Marcel knew that Tasha was all right because Tasha said she was all right through the show. He said, are you good, baby? He said, yes, I am good. And then let's get to Marcel with this situation. What he said to his wife when he said to her, about the apartment situation, well, I got my names on my place and my truck is, distinctive. So if someone caught me outside of apartment or caught me outside of apartment, then you would have knew about it a long time ago. Basically ain't denying the situation. He was like, well, bring me the receipts if it's true. And she was like, I'm good. And you can see Tasha Tisha trying to question, her husband about this apartment. She just wants him to say on camera that the shit ain't true, but he won't say it on camera just in case the shit come up and hit him in the fan. He gonna say, I didn't tell you I didn't do it. He's basically saying, if you don't know me by now, which he said to Wanda, well, then you'll never know me. I'm not gonna give in to the people. I'm not going to answer their questions. I'm not going to do none of that shit. And so basically you can see the puzzleness in, Tisha's eyes, because she wanted to talk about the apartment. She was like, how did it get out there? He was like, for the same person that said I had a side baby. Could you imagine dealing with the side baby? You got a whole nother family over here. You got a secret apartment with Martell, and she's sitting there like, yeah, baby. No, yeah. And he said, so that's the person that did it. Like, Lord, girl. Tisha, do what you do, baby. Tisha is not trying to be a single mom. She's not trying to do everything on her own, and she basically is holding on to her husband, and that's just gonna be the situation. She gonna have his back until she can't have his back no more, until he prove her all the way, wrong. You know what I'm saying? But she's standing here. She's here to win it. And one thing she is going to say is she is married, and she's been married for years. That's gonna be her situation. She ain't trying to take none of that back, baby. You ain't separated her from her husband, baby. He can go to Africa. Did he take another woman to Africa? Did he even go to Africa? And then he's talking about, I need some time. He keeps saying, life is not about money. Life is not about property. Life is not about a housing. Life is about time. Boy, if he ain't ready to stop spending money, if he ain't hitting somebody from the back, and she's whispering them sweet things in his ear, and he's like, yeah, time is everything. Like, Lord have mercy, allegedly. But he been doing too damn much. And Maurice, you need to stand up to your brother and tell him to shut the F up, and don't be putting nothing out there that's going to mess up his situation, okay? And let your brother know that he can't play with you, that this ain't no game, this ain't no joke. Little brother, I used to whoop your ass when you was a kid. I'm about to whoop it now, and we gonna sit and have a drink about it. But let him know that you got some bass in your voice. Let him know that your balls still sag. Let him know that you got 3 legs and not just 2. Like, come on. We gonna need you to step up. Your wife is out here. Kimmy's out here, swinging, but you want her and him when you can't even swing at your brother. And I'm talking about verbally, okay? Verbally. So in any event, that's the situation. So what else happened? Yep, I think there's a whole lot going on in this situation. And so, Marceau's like, basically, she's fine. And the Marceau jumps and say, oh, everybody's fine until they ain't. Like, he don't even care. He said his wife is fine. Don't worry about her. My house is taken care of. My woman's in check. You need to get Kimmy in check and get her to follow through, just like my wife Tisha follows through. She always got my back, baby. And so this is what little brother is saying to big brother. My shit is in order. Yours ain't. I'm like, what? What's up, April? How you doing, girl? What's going on? Yes, he does, baby. He got her in a good spot. Hey, Higgins, how you doing? I know, poor thing. Stress is getting him all. But in any event, so you got that situation going on. Maurice, we're gonna need you to let us know that you still got an Adam's apple, okay? We just gonna need you to let us know that. For real, because this man, Marcel, if we talking mad-ish, the next episode, he's going to be going in on Lou. Lou talk about he can fight. Lou talk about, Marcel better not play with him. Okay, Lou, Tiffany going to get your ass dragged up and down the street. Let me tell you, you going to get dragged. Tiffany, to me, when I was watching this episode, I have defined Tiffany as a Karen. Tiffany has all the characteristics of a Karen, okay? She can put the waterworks on. She can put the weird faces on. Like, I'm ready to call the cops. Tiffany's a mess. Lord have mercy. But in any event, so when it comes down to it, Marceau is basically saying he ain't apologizing to his brother. Told him, I ain't apologizing to you. I apologize to your wife because she got more balls than you. But he didn't say that. But that's how Marcel, his ego is bigger than Martell. This is why they click and they clash, because they got the hugest egos and they want the spotlight on them, and they want you to understand them. They want you to know who they are, that they are somebody, and when they speak, they need to be heard, and nobody else in the circle can be heard but them. And this is why they clash. And it is what it is. Yes, Miss T. Yes, Miss T. Yes, for real. So in any event, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. So we have this situation. So Maurice, he gets punked by his brother again. And Marceau is running around here with 4 nuts sagging. Like, he's out here calling all types of shots. They talk about the picture. Marceau said, basically, you should tell the truth. And then, Maurice was like, well, what do you think people thought, when they saw the picture, that it was going to be negative and things of that nature, and it was going to hurt, his wife, Tisha, and things of that nature. And Marceau was like, well, and he said it hurt me. And he was like, well, if you would have told the truth the first time, then you wouldn't have been caught out there. And then, Maurice is like, what do you see when you see the picture? Just, dudes taking a picture, basically saying that they were hanging, they was out there in Atlanta. And then Maurice asked his brother Marceau, like, what do you see when you see the picture? What do you think a normal person would see? And Marceau said a normal person will see, okay, people out here taking a picture, but also they would see that you lied. So therefore, a person that got nothing to do with a person that was honest and told the truth, when they seen the picture, it wouldn't have meant nothing to them. So, Marceau is also basically calling his brother a liar when the whole world thinks he be lying. But, he's pointing out, he said, y'all calling me a liar, but look at my brother. He just lied. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is just too much. And then we got, Martell, he comes into the situation and he lets Marceau know that he did too much when it comes to Lou and Tiffany, and he needs to apologize because he was bullying them. And Marceau was like, nah, ain't nobody gonna come in here that I don't even know. They're gonna get up in my business and tell me about marriage and tell me I don't got a good marriage. I ain't trying to hear none of that. So, and Marceau is basically saying, they don't know me, they don't know who I am. So in any event, but we have Lou out here saying that he knows you. We got Tiffany saying that she knows you from Monica's. Okay? So I don't know what's going on with that situation. If that's going to come out, hopefully Tiffany and Lou ain't lying. They're talking about they know Tisha and they know Marceau so very well. Hopefully that's not a lie, because like it's giving lying tease a lot. But because Tiffany, you got caught out there lying, acting like you still worked for the chambers and you didn't. And you got introduced as the chamber lady and you not the chamber lady. Okay. So in any event, we got that situation going on. And so, he agrees, Marceau agrees to have a sit down with Lou and basically have that conversation. So I'm just like, And then Martell asked them to bring their kids. Why did they both decline? Maurice, he's going on a honeymoon after 3 years to the date. You know what I mean? Then you have, Marceau. He's basically said, nope, can't bring the kids. Why ain't they bringing the kids? Are they dissing you, man? And also, Marcel tells, Martell that if somebody throws matches at his house, he's going to throw gasoline. So that including your brother too. So was that picture gasoline that you threw on Maurice? Was that gasoline? Like, what's going on? What's up, brown sugar? What's going on? They do be trying so hard. They be trying so hard, baby. For real, for real. So, you got that situation going on. And, Marcel, he's basically upset about the reunion. How can these people that been divorced, and remarried again, how can they tell me about anything? Because you can't tell Marcel nothing, because he knows it all. You can't tell him nothing. He talks to his wife and plays with his wife, like she's a toy that he takes out of a box and put it back in when he's done. That's the way that he's acting. Then he's telling her that she better understand that he went to Africa. Now, the shadiest thing was he's sitting there saying, oh, yeah, we're going to go on a family trip after he done went on his quest and did whatever he did. And everybody's saying, where's the pictures, baby? Where's the picture, Marceau? Where's the pictures of you in Africa? And poor Tisha sitting down there with the kids making s'mores, and basically saying, yeah, we're going to go here. And he's naming places in Africa. The arrogance of that situation, knowing that it bothers his wife. And he's basically, well, I'm going to take you guys somewhere. Like, Tisha, I will bounce. I will be gone. You better book yourself somewhere and just bounce and be like, I had to do it immediately. Leave him with the kids. Leave him with your responsibilities and see how it be. See how he would feel. Because if it's good for him, it could be good for you too as well. It's time for you to stand up and get a backbone and let this man know. We love each other, whatever the case may be. You cheating, not cheating, I still want to be with you, so let's work this out. But you just can't be acting like you can just dog me out and make fun of me on TV, act like I don't got a brain, act like this show is giving me confidence. Because when he said to her 2 episodes ago, oh, you must have been reading the comments, that's where this is coming from, you ain't gonna take no, because she's always saying okay. But in any event, and then her mama out here, Wanda, talking all types of mess. But Wanda, you don't took his money. Wanda, you can't talk about marriages. You got a husband and a boyfriend. What you think he enjoys the same shit that you enjoy because you got 2 men? Okay, like what are you gonna tell him? He can't cheat, but you can. Okay, Excuse me, guys. My allergies the back. So you got this situation. So now, who we got? We got what's her name? Tiffany. So Tiffany's sitting on her husband's lap, not telling him the whole truth. I don't even know why Kimmy didn't say nothing this episode when they were having that little conversation over there at Mel's pajama party. And she said, bringing up that I haven't worked for the Commerce of Chambers like 5 years ago. It's like bringing up a 12-year something from my past, like a 12-year-old, like, and Kimmy basically said, oh, you was trying to be funny. Kimmy was like, oh, you was trying to be funny. I was like, what? And I don't know why Kimmy didn't tell Maurice that. I wanted to see Maurice go off. I ain't gonna even lie. Because Maurice went off last time, and Tiffany was out here like Monster was smoke. He was huffing, puffing. Maurice went off. Maurice was so mad. He was so pissed. I was just like, yo. So I was waiting for Kimmy to tell him this. Like, I don't know why she didn't say, well, I think Tiffany was trying to be, I think Tiffany was trying to be shady because we was having this conversation and she brought up, that particular statement and see what he would have said. I just wanted him to get pissed. I wanted him to go see Lou, say, what's Lou, you know what? I cried with your mother ass. I cried with y'all, but now your wife is continue to do it. So now you're going to have to take this. I am going to verbally get at you right now. And I'm going to start with your teeth. Lord have mercy. Hey, what's going on, Just Josh? How you doing? These guys are deflection, yes. Hey, Houston. Oh yeah, she don't want to be alone. She ain't trying to be alone. She ain't trying to be that story. And some women and some people ain't trying that. You know what I mean? They'll forgive discretions. You know what I mean? And doesn't mean that you're a weak person if you forgive discretions. It all depends on what type of discretion that it is. Especially when you come to Martell's situation, he was still ongoing, and then he's still ongoing with this woman. So that right there, if Melody would have forgave him and tried to move forward, which she tried to do, patch things up and keep it under hush, it just got worse. You know what I'm saying? It just got worse for her. She can go with Dusty. Kimmy was so shocked by the other stuff. Yeah, she was. But I just wanted Maurice to jump in. Yes, that is right. No, he's not. Not at all. Not at all, Athena. Not at all. So in any event, I was hoping Kimmy was going to say something, but Kimmy didn't. And, the first thing her husband told her, well, she was like basically saying, the conversation, Kimmy being talked about, Kimmy basically saying that Kiki was there and Tisha being talked about and Destiny and all this other stuff. And he was like, I need you to run immediately and go, try to let them know what's going on. See, he's keeping his wife in a loop to protect the family and to protect them, but he's not getting the same in return when it comes to his younger brother. Well, Marceau, he's not getting that return. Marceau ain't sending Tisha to go talk to Kimmy and work things out. Oh, and checking on her, see how she feel about the photo and all that other stuff. No, but Maurice is always trying to run and make sure, but it's his little brother, so that's probably the reason why. But at the same time, you got to teach him lessons. You're supposed to be the older brother to let him know he can't do this shit and get away with it. He can't just disrespect everybody on the show and then disrespect his own brother when you got Tiffany out here still talking about your son. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. And then basically put emphasis on that you might be cheating. Like, you got to talk to your brother, teach him a lesson. Why is he teaching you lessons on TV? Why is he telling you I ain't apologizing to you? Why is he saying you better go take that shit somewhere else? I'm like, Lord. But in any event, she basically, Maurice, he's basically telling her to go run and check, but his brother ain't doing the same. So I was just like, And Tiffany sitting there on her husband's lap like she didn't do nothing wrong, like she didn't say nothing wrong, and basically saying, oh, well, Stormy jumped into the situation and I was cool with Kimmy, and it's kind of like we rehashed the things. She didn't say anything that she said, and she said, Stormy is after me. You know what I mean? What's up, Sweet Brown Sugar 504? How y'all doing? Happy Sunday to you too. Kimmy be smooth with it. Hey Harris, how you doing? So you got a whole lot going on in this situation, but Tiffany, you gonna get your husband ass whooped. You that's what you gonna do. And you sitting there. Then she asked her husband, like, what about if Marcel gets physical with you? What if something physical happens? She's trying to make sure her husband's ready to fight. Girl, you be acting like you scared. You be running your mouth like you ready to run and act like you don't do nothing, and then you want to cry all these tears. Okay, so she's asking her husband, is he prepared? Like, okay, the way that her husband Lou was in the gym with Martell, I was like, I don't think he's prepared for it. I was saying that he needs to get in shape, because Tiffany's definitely going to have him, face some harsh consequences, not on the TV show, but out there in the streets, because she has all the Karen attributes. Okay, she does, So he's sitting there and they're talking about, oh, I know Marceau, I know Tisha. They're acting like they don't know us and blase in the third. This will be so. If now let's see if Tisha really knows them, and if they can actually prove it, because if Tisha really knows them and she acting like she don't know them, that means that probably Tisha is complicit with some of Marceau lies. Okay, she might be complicit in these lies that he's telling, and so that means that she's not the innocent victim that a lot of us think that she is. Okay, but in any event, then that would say a whole lot that you really, it's hard to believe anything that comes out of Marceau's mouth anyway. But if he really knows this couple and he's acting like he don't know this couple, and he said this episode, you don't know me, you don't know nothing about me, you can't speak up on my marriage, you can't speak up on this, and then he's saying all that shit, and then if this couple can prove that they really know you, you ain't nothing but a liar. So everything that you say is gonna be suspect if it's not already suspect. And this is why your wife be looking like she crazy out here in these streets, because everybody's seeing through these lies. You know what I'm saying? And then if she's lying, and then she acts like she don't really know them, that means she's probably complicit in some of the shit that you be doing out here, that she's not an innocent bystander. They're working together for their storyline, and whoever gets drowned in the situation, whether it's Maurice, whether it's Kimmy, whether it's Mel, whether it's Martell, Tiffany, or Lou. Okay, there's no holds bar in their situation. They are in it to win it, and they want that number one couple spot that Mel and Martell used to have, baby, in my opinion. So in any event, thank you so much, Daddy Days. How you doing? Daddy Days is in the building. Daddy Daycare. It used to be Daddy Daycare, right? But in any event, so we shall see how this situation is going to pan out. But she's also asking her husband, is he ready to tussle? So is she bringing the fight to the situation? The Karens, they always get prepared for war, but get there, start crying and calling the police and acting like victims. So is this what she's doing, setting her husband up to go out there and swing? you know, and she didn't even mention that she might have brought up Monster again, you know what I mean? And he's gonna be confronted by that because at least I'm hoping Kimmy is gonna bring that up, and then the husbands are gonna go at it. But in any event, I think they need to add 2 sexy guys on this show, just so the ladies can have somebody to flirt with, and the rest of these guys can look at how men's supposed to treat women and how they like act like differently, you know what I mean? Like there are options out here for these guys' wife, because they be acting like they're the best thing since sliced bread. There needs to be somebody cuter than Martell on this show, with a body and everything, excuse me. But in any event, so we have this situation. She don't say anything, but basically they're gonna have a sit down with Marceau, and she wants to sit down with, Tisha. She said, I know them all the way back from Monica. Okay, so we shall see how this situation is going to pan out. You got Melody, she's with her daughter Mariah, working on acting, working on parts, and blasting the third, and she's handling her business. We got Martell. He's basically telling his mother that this wine is inspired, the wine that him and Melody used to drink. You know what I'm saying? Obsessed. Like, if I was you, coleslaw, I would be like, why you say that? Like, why you have to go there? You know what I mean? Like, this is just, I used to drink this wine and I wanted to make something just like this wine. He was like, the wine that me and Melody used to drink. Every time I used to run to the, store, there will always be sold out, Then he goes with the pitiful look, like, I hope the kids show up to the book signing, knowing he gave her only 3 days in advance. He had the kids last week. So now he's, walking around town with his head down, and then people gonna come and see that the kids ain't there. Ooh, look at Melody. What did she do to Martell? Poor Martell. No, it's not poor Martell. It's Martell. You made your bed, so let's lie in it. And if you were a decent person, you would have basically did everything and bent over backwards to try to get them kids there or schedule it another day. You could have offered to drive them kids down there to their hometown. You could have offered Mel a spa. You could have offered something like a goodwill instead of trying to force and make her life inconvenient because you feel like something that you have is more important that she than she has. And so therefore, now you want to flip up everything at the last minute. Then on top of that, you asking her, is the girl's hair done? Do they need hair and makeup? So you was going to have them out here without hair and makeup, Martell? And you wanted Melanie to pay for it? That's what you want to do? Like, come on, miss me with that. So, you have that situation going on. And in any event, his mother tastes the wine. She loves it. And he's going on with the situation. Like, Lord have mercy, Martell, he is too much. He is too much. And then we have this pitiful conversation between Marceau and his wife, Tisha. And basically, it was so sad. He's talking about being in Africa and she better not say nothing. Oh yeah, her feelings are hurt. So now I'm gonna give her a trip out of pity. I'm not really want to take a family trip with my wife or my kids. You know what I mean? Because you could have scheduled a private trip for yourself and also had another trip planned already, so it wouldn't look like everybody else is put on hold except for Marceau, because everything's about Marceau and what he wants and what he thinks, and everything else is no consideration. And Tisha better go along with it, and she is going along with it. So yes, you got her right where you want her, baby, and she's right where she wants to be, because she has the money, she has the knowledge, she has the education, she has the wisdom too as well, and she got her mama Wanda. If she feels like this is a bad situation for her, but she feels like this is it, this is married life, and she wants to continue to say that I's married on the show, I got a husband, I'm not doing this by myself, and blase in the third. She has the right to be that way. She has the right to do what the hell she want to do. And if she wants to be obedient, if she want to bow down, if she want to say yes sir to the lies, then she has that right to, because it's her life. She can do what she want to do, how she want to do it, and that's it. But baby, it don't look good. It don't look good. It don't look good at all. But in any event, so you got this situation going down. I'm just like, oh God. When he basically just was throwing up that he went to Africa was just really, really sad. It was really like, oh my God, like he's throwing this shit up in her face. You know what I mean? And it's just like, okay. Then he basically had the conversation with his wife to let her know that Martell Martell told him that he was being a bully towards Tiffany and Lou. And Tisha said that, they was up there on that reunion talking about us. They were being negative about us. They were trying to tell us what to do with our marriage and everything else, and they don't even know us. So basically, Tisha just said that Tiffany and Lou don't know her. So let's see if Lou and Tiffany can prove that they know. I mean, like, they know, like, a friendship, like they had a friendship, like they had a relationship, because they acting like they brand new, that they don't know each other. Like, you can't speak up on nothing. So they're basically both saying that they don't even know, on Tiffany and Lou like that. Let's see what type of information Lou and Tiffany gonna bring. Are they gonna bring us dry sawdust, or they gonna bring us a juicy, pineapple, baby? Let's see. Is the coconut gonna be juicy, or is it not gonna be? And it's gonna be a failed attempt once again from Tiffany to try to make a storyline for herself, and it's gonna look pathetic if that's the case, y'all. In my opinion. Hey, what's up? What's going on, Justin T? Hey, Angel Bird, how you doing? Justin T, please, how you doing? Blink twice if you want to tell us. So, you got that situation going on. And Marceau don't think that he's a bully at all, point blank, period. And it is what it is. And then Tisha brings up the situation where she says, how, who said that, how did that thing come apart? How did all that come about with the apartment that you have with Martell? And basically this is Tisha trying to get him to say, I never had an apartment. She just wants reconfirm. She wants him to reaffirm that. She tried the first episode to get him to speak up for her, to say that everything that, Coleslaw was saying was a lie. And then now she's trying, and then the mother was trying to get him to say everything was a lie. And then Tisha was trying to get him to say everything was a lie when he was being confronted by her mother, Wanda. And he answered the way that, you assume by his answer that he's actually saying no, but he doesn't actually say no. So, that's the situation. So Mama Wanda tried to get him to do it, and then again, now you have Tisha trying to get him to say no about the apartment, to say that never existed. And then Marcel, he responded, the same person that said I had a side baby, the same person that's been talking shit. That's how it got out there. That's who's saying it. And so then, she asked him, did you have a conversation with Martell? And he goes, yeah. She was like, did you talk about the apartment situation? And Marcel was like, no, I didn't talk about the apartment situation. Why he gonna talk about the apartment situation? You know what I mean? If he did, he ain't gonna tell you, and he ain't gonna tell you on TV. He ain't gonna give you, that satisfaction of, yeah, I didn't do it and I did confront him, because Marcel only cares about him and how he feels and how he looks and how he wants to handle things. But in any event, she was like, why not? And he was like, because why would I want to talk about that? Why, and then he goes into, I have a distinctive car. I have a distinctive truck. My license plate is on my car. So therefore, if somebody would have been seeing me outside all night long at the apartment, and then you would have been known sooner than later. So in any event, he's not saying he's guilty, and he's not saying he's innocent, and he's actually trying to give you an example. Well, if I was guilty, wouldn't they have proof? Wouldn't there be cameras? Wouldn't somebody take a picture of my car? Wouldn't somebody come out and say that they see my car outside this parking? Like, he is a mess. And so that still doesn't give her satisfaction, because Tisha ultimately wants him to say that he never had an apartment with Martell at all. And he basically does not say that. I was like, you ain't going to get him to speak like you want him to speak. It's just going to be what it's, he ain't going to give you the satisfaction. And that's how he's trying to teach his brother to keep Kimmy in line. Okay. So he was like, my car is identifiable. I was like, oh, baby, what a mess. What a mess. What a mess. He won't even say, no, it ain't me. I ain't never had an apartment with that man. I was like, And then he also states that Martell told him, in their conversation, that he didn't want to ruin their marriage. And she was like, why would Martell say, he don't want to ruin our marriage, or he don't want our marriage ruined? And because she's thinking like, okay, only reason why he would say something like that is because if I did something, or there's evidence, or there will be a lot of doubt in people's head. And Marceau, he basically feels like, oh no, Martell said it because he went through a divorce and how he was treated. He don't want that to happen to my marriage. Because basically Martell is basically saying the people out here in the streets, the internet, the TV shows broke up his marriage. Not him cheating broke up his marriage. But in any event, why would Martell say that to you? Okay, so it seems like Martell and Marceau are keeping secrets, or they're keeping the illusion of a secret that he was involved in a situation to keep it looming for a storyline. Because now I think they're getting kind of smart, as we can carry this on. And if it's not true, it's not true. And if it is true, then it is true. Martell's already been exposed. The only person that's left to really be exposed is Marceau. You know what I mean? Tisha has been playing that part. There's no way she's this dumb. Lord, I predict stale tea tofu. Lord have mercy. Wow. This is crazy. For real, for real. So in any event, so you got this situation, like, why would, Martell say that to him? Like, if he ain't doing nothing out in his marriage. But at the same time, I think that Marceau is a manipulator, and he only said that to get the viewers like, oh, Martell knows a secret. Martell knows something. Or he could have slipped up, you know what I mean, at the same time. And it could just be for TV as well. So, as you know, it's kind of like, why wouldn't Marceau want to throw, he don't want nobody to know if he had an apartment with, Martell, because then that's just like, okay, why do you need an apartment? Now he has to explain that. You know what I mean? And so far he's been able to explain each and every allegation out here in these streets, baby, with a clear face, with a smile and everything. Even family members came up and said that this man was out here dipping and dapping. But in any event, I don't know if he snitched on himself when he said, why would Martell worry about your marriage or care about your marriage like that, when he felt like you had a lot to do, with being shady towards him and not trying to sleep with Mel, but it was inappropriate. You drinking with her, y'all hanging with her after the divorce. It's like Martell had to force his way back in. So, you know what I mean? So it seems like Marceau doesn't want to rock that boat with Martell right now. And Tisha wants him to rock that boat, and for, Marceau to actually say he didn't have the apartment, point blank, period. But either he did, and Martell got that over on him, or it's just a rumor he's going to perpetuate because it's a storyline. So we shall see. But in any event, he still won't give Tisha the satisfaction to say everything's a lie, everything's not true, and he won't give it to her mother as well. So, and that conversation was like, girl. And she was like, he was like, are you good, Tisha? And she's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. She said, we're fine. We good. So she good. So she's good in the situation. Even though she don't look like she's good, she looks like, in her eyes, it looks like that she knows she's been made a fool of. In her eyes, she know he's lying, but she don't want to give it to anybody. She don't want to give it to the public, because she was shocked. Like, why would he say he don't want you to get a divorce? Like, she's like, what? She's just looking, and she wants to get more out of him. She just wants him to say that he ain't got no apartment. She just wants him to also condemn coleslaw as well, that she's lying, and he won't do that for her. And that could be because Martell could have something on him, or they keep perpetuating this rumor for a storyline. In any event, Kimmy and Maurice is getting ready to go on their honeymoon, but I don't know. But in any event, when it comes to, Miss Melody, she's basically out here telling Tiffany that I didn't go to the book signing because Martell called me at the last minute, 1 or 2 days in advance. And Tiffany just sitting there looking like, That's gonna be our next episode. But in any event, now we get to Martell looking all sad, looking all lonely. He got the kids' names on a chair. He's looking for Melody to come. If he didn't get confirmation from Melody to come, he thought that she was just gonna show up. She was just gonna drop everything that she planned and everything that she had to do to satisfy his needs when he had the kids last week, when he could have scheduled on another day. He could have offered some trinkets. He could have offered something. And then on top of that, he wanted her to pay for them to get their hair done for this book signing. Okay, miss me with that. And how you gonna act like she's coming and tell these people you're such a conniver, you're such a schemer, you're such a scammer, because you're telling the people that are pulling up that the kids might be here. I'm waiting, I'm gonna call right now. People saying to you, welcome to divorce. Like, come on, like he's just out here with the sympathy card. He's out here with woe is me. This is not something that a man does that got his shit together, that got his mind right. You know what I mean? If you really want that book signing to happen, you do the things that to kind of get there. Be like, I'm setting this up. Maybe I'll pay for you and the kids to go here next week. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe, I'll have dinner catered for 2 days or something like that. Or I'll pay for the gas that you're going to be driving 5 hours to go home to a funeral. I'll drop the kids off there. But no, he's acting like he just made a phone call. That's it. He didn't try to make no provisions. He sent an email or a DM. He didn't try to, he basically said, oh, well, I told her, so she better have it. You know what I mean? Like, he controlling shit. You ain't controlling nothing no more, buddy. You better control the girl that she was at the T.I. concert with, okay? You control her now. You don't control Melody no more. She don't say jump. No, she don't. When you say jump, she don't say how high anymore. The privilege that you had of Melody being your wife and honoring you as her husband is gone. It's over. It's finito. So yeah, you're gonna be at a lot of empty ass book signings if you didn't do what you're supposed to do to make sure you see them kids. And if it was something that's in advance that you said, Martell, that's in the court document, that if you schedule an event in advance, there could be special provisions made for the agreement that's written on paper, then you should have made special provisions. You know what I mean? You should have been talking to Melody 2 weeks ago, but you just do this book signing up out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Then he's gonna say, I'm so sad that my kids ain't here. You knew your kids wasn't gonna be there. You knew you needed to film a scene. You wanted to see like the doting father that's being kept away from his kids because his ex-wife is upset that he got a new young thing and all that other stuff, which is not the case, because you talked about Melanie this episode, you talked about her last episode. Like, you are obsessed. And then you at the T.I. concert with your new chick when you know that's your girl's favorite artist, and she was just talking about T.I. on her Instagram. Stop watching her. Stop it. Try to make the relationship better between you and her, where you can be trusted, whether she'll put something on a back burner to help the kids with you to do something. But why should she keep making sacrifices for you when you have not made any sacrifices for her? Going through this public divorce, you publicly cheating, you publicly being with this woman, you publicly being caught out here, you publicly throwing shots, you publicly doing everything to try to bring this woman down when she's the mother of your children. What does that say about you as a man? And any woman that gets you now is getting a messed up piece of man, and whatever happens to you is gonna happen. And even his assistant or a manager, she's telling him that you have to get the co-parenting down pat. She didn't sugarcoat it for Martell. She didn't do any of that. She was real with him. Like, you have to get that down pat. You have to talk. Yeah, that's something that you have to work on. And he ain't trying to work on nothing because he don't think ain't nothing wrong with him. You don't see the man already say he don't want to go to counseling. He don't need counseling. He's smarter than a therapist out here. But in any event, so now he's letting everybody that came through, especially Tiffany, Tiffany got to stick her nose in somebody's business. Well, I got to hear both sides of the story, because it's as he said, she said, and the truth. Melody looked at Tiffany, said, girl. She said, girl. where is it? She said, girl, my side is the truth. I almost fell and hit the floor, y'all. I almost fell and hit the floor, baby, when she said this. And Tiffany's making these weird faces as she's talking to Melody, like she really cared if the kids showed up to the book signing or not. She was happy that she was filming, and Martell is opening up the door for her and Lou to film, because the rest of the cast don't want to be a part of y'all, don't really like y'all, and plus you connected to Mel. Hopefully Tiffany don't mess up, because Mel did have your back when they was what's coming for you. So if you turn on Mel, you're gonna have a sad situation. So hopefully she's just questioning it and keeping it moving, because you don't want everybody to not like you. At least you can okay, you're gonna get your husband smacked out here in these streets, Lord. And then we got Marceau. He meets up, with Lou and tell Lou, who the hell you think you talking to? Who you talking to, homeboy? You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. He's talking very disrespectful to this man like he is his child. And he's looking at him like, what's up, Lou? You said that you was ready to scrap. Are you gonna be ready to scrap? Are you gonna let this man talk to you like you ain't nobody? Like you don't got balls either? Cause if you run home and cry to Tiffany, she ain't gonna hear it. Tiffany wants you out here fighting. Like you gonna get talked to like that. I hope, Lou, I'm praying that you got some get back. I'm praying that you don't act like you did when Maurice came at you. But he's being mad disrespectful in the previews. He's being disrespectful to you, Lou. What you gonna do, Lou? What you gonna do, Lou? What you gonna do? This man's raising his voice and shit at you, looking at you like, I can't believe you walked your simple ass up here. I can't believe. Oh, Martell set this out. All right, let me cuss this mother sucker out. Marcel be just running through this show, disrespecting everybody. Marcel is so ready. Does he got a turtleneck on? Marcel got on a turtleneck. He's sitting there ready to cuss this man out. He done shined his bald head. He's ready to cuss this man out. I can't. Like the previews. You see his mouth, like he's talking reckless to this man. It's too funny because we had Lou sitting on the couch telling Tiffany, "Oh yeah, I'm bad, man. I'm bad." Like, nah, he didn't try to see me like that. You ain't try to see me like that. But this man's cussing you out. Excuse me, and he's doing it in a turtleneck. Lord, I can't. So this is gonna be next week episode. So we're gonna see if Lou can prove that he really had a relationship or he really know them. Not just I seen him at the damn supermarket or I seen him at one event one time. Let's see. And we have Tisha. She is going to confront her cousin, baby. And she's confronting her cousin. This is going to be next week's episode. She's confronting her cousin Kiki because Kiki was out here saying yes at Melanie's party that yes, there were some rumors and allegations that came out that shook her marriage. And she had to do some deep cleaning, some deep investigation, baby. There was and there's been more. Mel ain't the only one spreading rumors. There's been a whole lot of rumors that done came to Tisha concerning her husband. Okay. And right now, when it comes to Tisha, she's saying, I never told your business. Like, do you want me to tell your business? Like, I never told your business. You tell your own business. And then if people ask me, what happened, blase the third, then I'll tell them. And then Kiki said, hold up, little sis. Hold up, little cuz. Hold up. You did tell my business. You did tell them. So in any event, they're going to have their little face off. And let's just say Miss Kiki came through with them boots and that sweater she got on and them jeans and that bob that she got going on. Girlfriend look good. Girlfriend outfit. I was like, oh, look at this color, baby. She is out here shining. Shit, she's ready for you, Tisha. Tisha, she ain't scared. Tisha, she ain't denying that she was talking about your shit. She ain't denying that she was talking about you and your husband at Miss Melanie's, pajama party. She ain't lying about it because she got a bone to pick with you. You were out here running her business. So therefore, in return, she thinks that she's gonna run your business. But in any event, as you guys can see, Tisha feels betrayed by her cousin and she's feeling a certain type of way. Don't talk to my enemy about me. And that's the same way Melody feels about Destiny talking to her enemy, which is Tisha, about her. So we shall see how this is all going to pan out. Lord have mercy. We gonna see. They gonna get into it, baby. I mean, like, she was like, "You been telling them, you told them my business." So we're gonna see that situation. Then we got Kimmy for next week's episode. She's running up and she's running through to tell, Tisha what was going on, what Kiki said, and what Melody said, and what they were talking about, and the Destiny situation. So basically, she's doing exactly what her husband told her to do: check in with the family when the family don't check in with her. But in any event, if she want to run around, she got no other choice. She's married to a Scott. So we shall see next week, y'all. Yes, he does talk in circles. Yes, he does, Harrison. Yes, he definitely talks. Outfit is super cute. It really was super cute. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate each and every one of y'all guys. Thank you so much. I'm about to sign off. We're going to probably be back tonight if my allergies are not too bad for, back for Candy and the gang. If not, I will review the show Monday. But, my allergies is out here in these streets. So we shall see how this all going to pop off. But in any event, I was like, You guys have a blessed night. Peace and love. Thank you guys for coming through. Thank you guys for commenting. Thank you guys for your support. Good night. Hey, Pink Love.